This week's financial and crypto markets will be influenced heavily by Venus in Sagittarius, focusing on speculative assets like tech stocks, altcoins, and crypto markets, as traders seek riskier investments in search of high returns. Mars in Cancer brings caution, particularly in commodities, bonds, and stablecoins, favoring assets considered safe during periods of emotional uncertainty. Mercury in Scorpio deepens market sentiment with sharp, investigative news cycles, likely tied to financial regulations and corporate transparency. On Saturday, November 2nd, Mercury enters Sagittarius. This can spur sudden price swings. The Sun's transit in Scorpio amplifies transformative energy, with traders focusing on long-term, strategic moves rather than short-term gains. The new moon in Scorpio on Friday, November 1st, will initiate news cycles in both crypto and traditional markets. Welcome to this video. Here we'll explore overall market sentiment, trader psychology, risk appetite, and the most valued assets, with a special focus on Bitcoin. We'll discuss vulnerable periods and trigger points throughout the week and provide an in-depth analysis of the week's key astrological events. Towards the end of the video, we'll offer a daily breakdown of key astrological transits and aspects affecting market behavior. You can navigate through the video chapters using the provided timestamps. If you're interested in previous forecasts, links are available in the description box below and at the end of this video. By understanding the interplay between planetary cycles, human behavior, and market dynamics, and its effects on financial markets, you can make more informed trading decisions and better navigate the week's dynamics, leveraging favorable periods and mitigating risks during more challenging times. However, please note that this video does not constitute financial advice. Always conduct your own research before investing. Key astrological influences, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024, the waning crescent moon begins the week in Virgo, leading up to a potent new moon in Scorpio on Friday. This brings a psychological reset, where traders may feel torn between risk-avoidant and risk-taking behaviors. The combination of Mars trines with Neptune and Mercury, and later in opposition with Pluto, highlights intense emotions, clouded judgment, and sudden impulses to act. Expect risk-off periods early in the week, with a switch to risk-on sentiment as the new moon in Scorpio encourages deep intuition and aggressive market moves, particularly in speculative assets like Bitcoin, XRP, and precious metals. This week's fear and greed index may oscillate between extremes, driven by fear early on but veering towards greed by the weekend as traders seek opportunities in the Scorpio moon's transformative energy. Pay attention to Friday's new moon, marking a potential turning point, and Sunday's moon in Sagittarius, which could herald adventurous, high-risk trading strategies. Mercury in Sagittarius. On Saturday, November 2nd, Mercury enters Sagittarius. Mercury in Sagittarius often brings heightened volatility and speculative behavior in financial markets, as the transit encourages a broader, more risk-taking mindset. For Bitcoin and the crypto markets, this transit can spur sharp price swings, as traders may feel more optimistic or adventurous, potentially overestimating gains or downplaying risks. Historically, Bitcoin has experienced both surges and corrections under Mercury in Sagittarius, likely due to amplified market enthusiasm that can lead to overbought conditions. For the dollar index, this period sometimes correlates with fluctuations, especially if traders pivot to riskier assets like stocks and cryptos, slightly weakening the dollar. Overall, while Mercury in Sagittarius is generally associated with optimism, the influence can lead to a phase of both speculative highs and corrective downturns. The upcoming trading week for Bitcoin is expected to be characterized by a balance between security-seeking behavior and speculative enthusiasm, as several key astrological transits influence market dynamics. With the Sun and Mercury transiting through Bitcoin's fourth house, investors will likely focus on creating stability and security, leading to a consolidative atmosphere where Bitcoin's intrinsic value is re-evaluated as a store of wealth. Venus in the fifth house may introduce a surge in speculative investment and community-driven excitement, potentially spurring short-term price movements. However, Mars in the 12th house suggests hidden market activities from major players that could increase volatility. General financial and crypto market sentiment, October 28 to November 3, 2024. This week, Bitcoin's market sentiment will be driven by the transformative energy of the new moon in Scorpio and volatile aspects involving Uranus, which could lead to significant price fluctuations. The influence of Venus in Sagittarius encourages speculative activity, especially among retail investors. However, Mars in Cancer may slow down momentum at times, but overall, Bitcoin could experience increased volatility as traders react to changing market conditions. This week presents heavy Neptunian and Scorpio energies dominating the markets. Neptune's presence suggests a strong influence of uncertainty, illusions, and emotional sentiment, while Scorpio's intensity could provoke significant market shifts. Jupiter's retrograde in Gemini adds unpredictability and fluctuations, particularly for cryptocurrencies and technology stocks. Saturn's retrograde in Pisces implies a cautious tone with a focus on consolidation and reevaluation. Weekly sentiment score, 7 out of 10. The general market sentiment leans slightly bullish, with strong water and mutable influences causing emotional turbulence and uncertain price action. Neptune's dominance signals potential volatility in Bitcoin and crypto markets, with increased speculation and instability in the dollar index and stablecoins. Precious metals, particularly gold and silver, may hold as safe havens amidst these uncertainties. However, expect some bullish sparks from positive Venus and Mars transits. Vulnerable periods and key opportunities. The early week is likely to see consolidation and a sense of holding back due to Saturn and Neptune's energy. However, as the week progresses, the new moon in Scorpio on Friday, November 1, coupled with several supportive aspects involving Venus and Jupiter, points to a potential rally and renewed bullish momentum into the new moon. Monday, October 28, price dips in Bitcoin and XRP likely by the dip opportunities. Wednesday, October 30, Mercury opposition Uranus, watch for volatility and sudden market moves. Friday, November 1, new moon in Scorpio, potentially testing new highs with large price swings due to profit-taking. Scorpio new moon, November 1, 2024. Scorpio is a sign known for intense emotional depth, secrecy, and transformation, making this new moon a powerful signal for the Bitcoin market to undergo a shift in sentiment. Scorpio energy pushes markets to face the unseen or hidden factors driving price action, such as fear, speculation, and deep psychological triggers among traders. In financial astrology, this lunar phase suggests that market participants will be deeply focused on security and the long-term future, questioning the stability of current trends and likely to engage in significant buying and selling as they navigate these transitions. For the Scorpio new moon on November 1, 2024, Bitcoin's astrological chart reflects deep shifts in market sentiment and a transformative period for Bitcoin, both in how the asset is perceived and how it performs. The Scorpio new moon brings intense emotional energy into the financial realm, highlighting Scorpio's themes of power, subconscious motivations, and hidden forces coming to the surface. As a result, this period is marked by significant psychological shifts among traders and investors, who may feel more sensitive to hidden forces and uncertain factors affecting Bitcoin's value. This new moon is a moment for shedding old market conditions and initiating a new cycle of price movement and sentiment. With the sun transiting through Bitcoin's fourth house, focus is directed towards creating security and stability. This aspect encourages a protective stance among investors, who may look to shore up positions and secure long-term holdings. The influence of the first and second houses, identity and financial resources, suggests that Bitcoin's intrinsic value is being reevaluated, and its role as a stable asset could become more prominent. The market is likely to consolidate, with a growing emphasis on securing wealth and preparing for future growth. The moon's transit in the 4th house, ruling the subconscious and hidden influences, 12th house, highlights emotional undercurrents in the Bitcoin market. Traders may feel an urge to retreat and protect their assets due to a sense of vulnerability. Sentiment is likely to be reactive, with decisions driven by feelings of safety and security. Expect quieter, more introspective market behavior, with the potential for sudden emotional sell-offs or consolidations, depending on how secure participants feel in the market. Mercury's transit through the 4th house brings communication about foundations, roots, security, and long-term planning to the forefront of the market. Investors are likely to focus on fundamental discussions around Bitcoin's future as a store of value and its role in the financial landscape. Ruling the 3rd house of communication, this aspect suggests a careful analysis of Bitcoin's potential, leading to conversations around regulatory frameworks and the underlying technology. Expect rational decision-making to be balanced by emotional considerations, with market sentiment tilting towards cautious optimism. Mercury's sextile to Bitcoin's Jupiter, during the Scorpio new moon, amplifies positive market news and communications about Bitcoin. Jupiter's expansive influence promotes optimism in regulatory discussions, potential institutional investments, and forward-looking projections. Traders are likely to respond to good news with swift buying, pushing BTC prices upward. The market's appetite for risk increases, and this sextile between Mercury and Jupiter supports speculative trades with higher conviction. The transit of Venus through the 5th house, ruling the 4th house of security and the 11th house of networks and communities, suggests a surge in speculative investment and creative approaches to the market. Investors may become more playful, willing to take risks, and focus on pleasure-driven activities like trading for excitement. This energy could lead to short-term upward price movements, fueled by enthusiasm in crypto communities and the potential for new partnerships or alliances forming around Bitcoin. As Venus in optimistic Sagittarius forms a sextile to Bitcoin's Mercury in investigative Scorpio, this aspect emphasizes optimism for Bitcoin but with a cautious undertone. Investors and traders may begin to see Bitcoin as a valuable long-term asset despite market turbulence, drawn by the sense of expansion and vision Sagittarius provides. However, Scorpio's influence through Mercury suggests traders are also evaluating risks meticulously, especially around matters of security, regulation, and hidden market mechanics. This dynamic creates an opportunity for strategic investments and market entries, with Bitcoin potentially surging from hidden support levels. Mars in the 12th house can trigger subconscious frustrations and hidden motivations in the market. This placement hints at behind-the-scenes activities, possibly including large institutions or key market players positioning themselves in stealth. With Mars ruling the 5th house of speculation and the 10th house of reputation, there could be secretive moves by major investors or corporations, preparing for significant future actions. Volatility may increase as hidden forces stir in the market. The opposition between Mars in Cancer and Pluto in Capricorn highlights a deeper struggle within the market, as forces of change, Pluto, clash with protective instincts, Mars. This aspect suggests Bitcoin's price may experience a temporary standoff, where market forces are deeply divided between cautious sentiment, Mars in Cancer, and the transformational push to break past current price barriers, Pluto in Capricorn. Financial astrologers would interpret this aspect as a potential moment for BTC to encounter resistance and corrections before any breakthrough. Market sentiment for Bitcoin, new moon influence, support for hidden value. The Scorpio new moon encourages traders to uncover hidden value, both in Bitcoin's long-term potential and in areas of the market that have been undervalued. This could lead to renewed interest from larger institutional players or whale investors, propelling the price forward. Volatility and transformation. Scorpio energy typically brings volatility, but this new moon, in particular, represents a powerful time for Bitcoin's price to shift dramatically, whether through large corrections followed by rapid recovery or a significant breakout into a new price range. Emotional trading patterns. Traders may act impulsively, driven by deep-rooted emotions around security and control. The new lunar cycle introduces a sense of urgency to seize opportunities, making the days around this new moon especially volatile in the market. Market sentiment score, 7-10, bullish tendencies, price range. Bitcoin could potentially challenge resistance by the end of the week, particularly if the new moon's transformative energy pushes market confidence higher. In summary, the Scorpio new moon on November 1, 2024, is a pivotal moment for Bitcoin. It represents a powerful transformation, where hidden factors driving the market are revealed, leading to a shift in sentiment and likely upward momentum. The intensity of Scorpio combined with optimistic aspects between Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus suggest that traders may see Bitcoin as both a long-term store of value and a speculative opportunity for rapid gains. Daily analysis and forecast, Monday, October 28, 2024. Waning crescent moon in Virgo. Daily sentiment score, 5 out of 10. Overall sentiment, cautious but stable, with bearish tones dominating, particularly in crypto. The waning crescent moon in Virgo brings an analytical mood to the markets, favoring methodical investments in bonds, treasuries, and stablecoins. Expect a cautious tone as investors focus on assets like commodities and precious metals. With the moon in Virgo sextiling Mercury in Scorpio, anticipate sharp reactions to market news and information, potentially leading to wild price fluctuations as traders overreact to rumors. Although Venus in Sagittarius may provide a slight boost to speculative assets like crypto, today's sentiment leans more towards consolidating gains than taking new risks. The day begins with a tense Venus sesquisquare Mars and Venus square Saturn, which may prompt hesitation and indecision in the market, suggesting that Bitcoin could enter a pullback or consolidation phase as traders weigh risk versus reward. Conflicting energies, such as Mars trine Neptune and Venus square Saturn, might stir frustration among traders, leading to emotional rather than rational actions. This could drive a more risk-averse approach as participants look to avoid losses rather than chase gains. However, Mars trine Neptune brings a touch of optimism, which may prompt minor price recoveries by the afternoon. Later, Sun sesquisquare Jupiter enhances optimism but may also lead to overconfidence, resulting in poorly timed trades. Caution is key as Venus sextile Lilith by nightfall brings a desire for power plays. For Bitcoin, the day opens with Mercury sextile natal Saturn, lending a more serious tone to market sentiment as traders focus on long-term prospects. Moon opposition to natal Uranus could create some unexpected price volatility, likely causing a short-lived dip. Mid-morning, Moon conjunct natal Saturn signals stability, but the Sun sextile natal Mars aspect in the afternoon could bring renewed energy and a potential price recovery. Expect some brief volatility spikes throughout the day. Tuesday, October 29, 2024, waning crescent moon in Libra. Daily sentiment score, 7 out of 10. A more balanced sentiment prevails today, with stock indexes showing stability, though Bitcoin and other cryptos may still experience speculative volatility. The waning crescent moon shifts into Libra early in the day, bringing a sense of equilibrium to the markets and enhancing a desire for harmony in asset distribution. This could drive moderate buying in equities, particularly tech stocks and crypto assets, as traders seek balance between risk and security. Mars in Cancer may prompt defensive moves, especially in stablecoins and treasuries, as investors hedge against potential volatility. In the afternoon, Mars sesquisquare Saturn could lead to market resistance and slower price movements, with traders adopting a cautious, wait-and-see approach. This transit may cause lower trading volume and consolidation, with sentiment remaining neutral and minor fluctuations likely. Mars sesquisquare Saturn adds tension, making traders feel restricted, which could result in hesitant or delayed market reactions. A risk-off sentiment dominates, favoring stablecoins and precious metals over more speculative assets. Today is suitable for market analysis, but not necessarily for bold actions. Venus continues to stimulate interest in speculative trades, though with caution. Bitcoin shows a more optimistic start with Moon trine natal Jupiter, potentially signaling a small bullish push. However, the subsequent Moon square Pluto introduces tension, making the market ripe for overreactions. Later, Moon opposition natal Moon could create internal conflict among traders, leading to choppy price action. Expect BTC to fluctuate, with a slightly bullish tone in the morning shifting toward uncertainty by afternoon. Wednesday, October 30, 2024, waning crescent moon in Libra. Daily sentiment score, 7 out of 10. Today's sentiment is moderately bullish, though sudden disruptions are possible due to unexpected news or events. The moon continues in Libra, fostering a thoughtful approach to trading. Libra's influence keeps the focus on balance in transactions, supporting measured trades and in crypto markets. The moon's presence in Libra also favors stable assets like bonds and the dollar index, seen as secure options during this phase. Mercury in Scorpio prompts a deeper focus on market data and financial news around regulations, increasing intensity in Bitcoin and XRP trades. However, Mercury's opposition to Uranus suggests that sudden and disruptive information may lead to market upheavals, especially in tech stocks and Bitcoin. Traders should anticipate news-driven volatility, as this aspect often brings surprises and rapid reversals. The Mercury-Uranus opposition in the evening could heighten the fear and greed index, signaling potential trigger points and offering short-term trading opportunities, particularly if fear drives a sell-off. Venus in Sagittarius continues to encourage speculative trading in tech stocks and cryptos. Meanwhile, the Moon square natal Sun for Bitcoin suggests emotional, reactive trading, possibly leading to price corrections or consolidations that add downward pressure. Later in the day, the Moon opposition MC introduces directional uncertainty, likely resulting in low-volume trading with indecision in the market. Bitcoin may test lower support levels while resistance holds steady. Thursday, October 31, 2024, waning crescent moon enters Scorpio. Daily sentiment score, 6 out of 10. Today's sentiment is cautiously bullish, with market swings presenting both opportunities and risks. The moon remains in Libra during the first half of the day, promoting a balanced approach. However, as it transitions into Scorpio in the evening, a more intense, serious tone may enter the markets. Scorpio's influence, combined with Mercury's investigative energy, could uncover hidden information or insights on financial regulations or market manipulation, impacting assets like Bitcoin and the dollar index. The waning crescent moon in Scorpio brings an emotional edge, prompting some traders to act more impulsively. The deep, transformative energy of Scorpio could lead to increased risk-taking as traders seek profits in volatile markets. As the end of the lunar cycle approaches, many may choose to exit positions in preparation for the new moon, creating volatile swings in Bitcoin and XRP. Precious metals may remain more stable, benefiting from Scorpio's focus on security and transformation. With the moon's entry into Scorpio, Bitcoin's price may respond more emotionally to market sentiment, preparing for new beginnings. The cautiously optimistic mood points to potential stabilization for BTC, though some volatility may persist as traders anticipate Friday's new moon's influence. Mercury's opposition to Uranus continues to create an electric atmosphere, particularly for technology stocks and cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin investors may react strongly to technological or regulatory news, while stock indexes could experience volatility due to erratic movements. Meanwhile, Pluto in Capricorn supports transformation in traditional sectors, including precious metals and commodities. For Bitcoin, Thursday could be pivotal. The moon trine natal Neptune in the early morning may foster a speculative mood, boosting buying interest. Later in the day, moon trine Venus further lifts sentiment, suggesting a small rally. However, caution is warranted with Sun squared the ascendant and Moon squared natal Mercury in the evening, which could lead to miscommunication or market confusion. Friday, November 1st, 2024, new moon in Scorpio. Daily sentiment score, 6 out of 10. Market sentiment, initially bullish, especially in cryptocurrencies, but with potential for a major sell-off afterward. The new moon in Scorpio at 12:46 p.m. Universal Time Coordinated brings a powerful psychological reset, emboldening traders to take risks. Scorpio's intense energy could encourage bold moves in crypto and other high-risk assets. This period is risk-on, with new opportunities likely to be sought in assets like Bitcoin and XRP. The Fear and Greed Index may shift towards greed as speculative buying picks up. The new moon in Scorpio initiates a new financial cycle, with transformative potential across the markets. Expect renewed interest in cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin and altcoins, along with long-term investments like tech stocks. This new moon is a key event of the week, potentially bringing fresh momentum to Bitcoin, which could test higher resistance levels. With this new moon in Scorpio, Bitcoin may enter a new growth phase. The Sun-Moon conjunction in Scorpio favors strategic decisions, likely fostering renewed bullish momentum. Expect BTC to rise, potentially challenging new resistance levels, as optimism and trading volume increase. However, a Mars-Pluto opposition introduces high-intensity and potentially disruptive reactions, possibly triggering large-scale sell-offs in Bitcoin or significant crypto market corrections. A V-shaped recovery may follow. The Sun-Moon conjunction in Scorpio further intensifies emotional undercurrents, heightening volatility. Safe haven assets like gold and silver may experience a temporary surge. Venus in Sagittarius continues to support speculative buying, but Mars in Cancer encourages caution, favoring safe haven assets. News released today could heavily influence market sentiment, especially if tied to regulatory or financial disclosures. Finally, Mercury's sextile to Bitcoin's natal Jupiter adds a note of optimism, potentially attracting new buying activity. Bitcoin could test new resistance levels with increased trading volume as confidence builds. Saturday, November 2nd, 2024, waxing crescent moon in Scorpio. Daily sentiment score, 5 out of 10. Market sentiment, neutral, with likely consolidation as the market digests the week's events. Following Friday's intense Mars-Pluto opposition, the market may enter a period of reflection. With fewer dominant aspects, conditions could stabilize somewhat, but expect lower trading volume and a cautious tone as traders hold off on major moves while awaiting clearer direction next week. The waxing crescent moon in Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus could bring sudden, unexpected shifts in the cryptocurrency market. This volatile aspect often sparks high-risk trading driven by emotional intensity, with potential swings in Bitcoin as excitement clashes with anxiety. The waxing crescent moon in Scorpio also signals building momentum and growing confidence, which may lead to cautious gains as sentiment steadies. The Jupiter-Chiron sextile and Mercury-Mars trine emphasize healing and strategic action, encouraging calculated risk-taking. Traders may feel more optimistic, especially in Bitcoin and XRP, which could benefit from renewed enthusiasm for growth. Later in the day, the Mercury-Pluto sextile suggests deep, transformative decisions influencing market sentiment, potentially marking a trigger point for shifts in the markets. Mercury's trine to Mars could boost trading activity, favoring those who act quickly on new information. In the evening, Mercury enters Sagittarius, which historically brings heightened volatility and speculative behavior in financial markets. This transit often spurs a broader, risk-taking mindset. For crypto markets like Bitcoin, this shift can lead to sharp price swings as traders become more optimistic, possibly overestimating gains or underestimating risks. Historically, Bitcoin has seen both surges and corrections under Mercury in Sagittarius, often due to amplified enthusiasm that can lead to overbought conditions. A moon trine to Bitcoin's natal Uranus could drive unexpected price jumps, pushing BTC higher, though moon square natal Neptune introduces a risk of over-optimism or confusion, which may lead to corrections. Later in the day, Venus square natal Uranus suggests impulsive trading behavior, adding further volatility. Bitcoin may stay within a range but with high trading volume. Sunday, November 3, 2024, waxing crescent moon in Sagittarius. Daily sentiment score, 7 out of 10. Market sentiment, moderately bullish. The moon enters Sagittarius early in the morning, bringing a renewed sense of optimism and risk-taking to the markets. This shift, combined with the moon's conjunction with Mercury in Scorpio, encourages swift decision-making, with communication and market news expected to be sharp, revealing, and potentially impactful. This dynamic could spark a rally in Bitcoin, fueled by positive speculation and enthusiasm. Venus in Sagittarius continues to favor risky assets, while Jupiter retrograde in Gemini encourages traders to revisit and refine past strategies. However, the Venus-Jupiter opposition highlights the potential for exuberance and overextension. While short-term gains are possible, caution is advised to avoid chasing rallies that may quickly reverse. Volatility is likely, with signs of both greed and possible sharp corrections. This high-risk period favors speculative assets like Bitcoin and XRP, especially as the Mars-Pluto opposition intensifies emotions and could lead to aggressive trading. Although this aspect heightens intensity, overall sentiment remains bullish, with a strong possibility of a weekend rally. As the moon in Sagittarius forms a trine with Bitcoin's natal moon and ASC, market sentiment around Bitcoin turns highly optimistic. Traders may adopt a more adventurous approach, pushing prices higher and potentially testing resistance levels as positive momentum builds. This concludes our crypto market astrology forecast. Thank you for watching. See you next time.